Before the video begins, if you find yourself enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more, ring the bell, enable notifications, follow the social medias, and if you want to go that extra mile, you can become a channel member. But with that said, let's begin the video. Sometime in 2010, BioSyn was looking for ways to compete with InGen after watching their success with Jurassic World. Louis Dodgson wanted to make a park of his own in the BioSyn Sanctuary. However, before the success of BioSyn's creatures such as Quetzalcoatlus, Dreadnoughtus, Therizinosaurus, and of course Giganotosaurus, BioSyn attempted to create their own version of the T-Rex. Appearance-wise, it looked like Rexy, but with Zeb's osteoderms and signature spine. When they showed it off to the public, it got negative backlash. Guests of the BioSyn Park criticized how the animal looked nothing like a Tyrannosaurus and that it wasn't a pretty sight to look at. What made the situation worse is that due to its resemblance to Rexy, BioSyn was given a cease and desist letter from InGen and was ordered to destroy it or they would get sued. Dodgson, being the greedy man that he was, pretended to comply with InGen's demands and hid the creature away somewhere safe where it would be never seen again. Cut to 15 years later, and it had been 3 years since BioSyn Sanctuary was bought out by the United Nations. The dinosaurs in the valley were living in peace, and Rexy was the current queen of the valley after her battle with Zeb. More dinosaurs were transported to the sanctuary from America, including Blue and Beta, who were now living in peace without human interference. One day, however, that was all about to change. One afternoon, Blue was giving Beta hunting lessons, and when the former accidentally stepped on a twig, it alerted a herd of Parasaurolophus who then started to panic and run away, with the raptors giving chase. Little did they know that below them was the Dimetrodon caves, and inside that cave, along with the Dimetrodons, was Project Tyrant. The creature was in a deep slumber when the commotion woke him up. How he managed to survive down there for as long as he did, or how Dr. Grant, Dr. Sattler, and Maisie never bumped into him 3 years prior, is still a mystery. Nonetheless, the rumbling made Tyrant a bit angry as he got up and broke free from the cave, exposing himself to sunlight for the first time in a decade and a half. The brightness was unbearable at first, but his eyes soon adjusted to it. He let out a loud roar which attracted the other dinosaurs. The parasaurs stopped running, and even the raptors paused their hunt to listen to the noise. It even caught Rexy's attention, who was taking an afternoon nap. Blue went out to investigate the noise while Beta stayed with the parasaurs. As she explored the jungle, Blue heard the ground shake and the sound of a tree falling down. The tree in question almost landed right on top of Blue, but luckily she managed to dodge the tree. Then out of the brush came Tyrant, who stared right at Blue and growled. Knowing she could never take him on her own, Blue had no choice but to run. Tyrant let out a loud roar as he chased Blue across the jungle. Blue returned to Beta and told her to run, as she, along with the parasaurs, ran as soon as they saw Tyrant racing towards them. One parasaur was unfortunately killed by Tyrant, and as he was eating it, he heard a loud screech. As he looked over, he saw the Therizinosaurus walking towards him, waving its claws at him and screeching. The tube then began to fight, with the Therizinosaurus slashing Tyrant's face. Then the BioSyn Rex grabbed one of the Therizino's hands and bit it clean off. The Therizino then got its other hand caught on a tree while trying to defend itself. As Tyrant was about to kill the Therizino, Rexy storms in and pushes Tyrant to the ground. Both Rexes exchange roars as they circle around each other before fighting. Due to her age, Rexy was overwhelmed by the younger Tyrant, but as he was about to finish her off, Rexy's friends, the buck and the doe, came to her aid. Together, the three Tyrannosaurs finally managed to bring down Tyrant. By this point, The Therizinosaurus had managed to free its hand from the tree. The Therizinosaurus walks back into the jungle, and so do the Rexes. It took some time, but things eventually went back to normal in the valley. The United Nations was made aware of the incident by a scientist who happened to be in the valley at the time studying the dinosaurs. The UN would then make it their mission to make sure that something like this never happens again.